Hey everyone, this video is specifically tailored for young students looking to get started with jazz, but others may find this video useful as well. So today we are discussing 2-5-1s. A 2-5-1 is probably the most common chord progression that you'll encounter when playing jazz. And what it is a sequence of 3 chords, the first chord being based off of the 2nd scale degree of the key, the second chord being based off of the 5th scale degree of the key, and the final chord being based off of the 1st scale degree of the key. So I've provided an example down at the bottom of the screen of what a 2-5-1 in C major looks like. So our first chord is D minor 7, our second chord is G7, and then finally we arrive at C major 7. I've chosen to do the examples in this video in C major since there are no sharps or flats. And you'll notice that also all of the examples in this video are in bass clef, since my channel mainly caters to low brass players. One of the really great things about 2-5-1s in major keys, in this case C major, is that it's really the same collection of pitches for all 3 chords. Even though we're sort of playing a different mode of the major scale, the 7 notes of C major work really great over all 3 of these chords. The next clip that you're going to hear is me playing a lick that works over this chord change. The music is going to be on the bottom of the screen, so follow along, and then afterwards we're going to break down exactly how I came up with these notes and what I'm doing in this lick that gets me from point A to point B. Here you'll see that I've provided an analysis of the lick that I just played. So I wrote in numbers which correspond to which chord tones I'm playing over each of the 3 given chords. So in the first measure, the D minor 7, all I'm playing is the 7th, 5th, 3rd, and root, and then I go back up. So I'm just outlining our basic chordal structure. I then use the 7th of the D minor 7, which is C, which leads nicely down into the 3rd of the G7, which is where I arrive on the downbeat. And then I use the natural 11th as an upper neighbor tone between 2/3. This usually isn't a note we want to spend too much time on, but it works fine in either a passing or a quick neighbor tone type of situation. And then I move through the 9th to the root of the G7. And then again, similar to the end of the D minor 7, I use the 7th of the G7, which is F, to lead me down into the 3rd of C major 7, which I anticipate on the and of 4. There are, of course, tons and tons of ways to get through a 2-5-1, and this is just one example of that, but it provides sort of a basic framework for how we might approach weaving our melodic lines up and down through these different chordal structures. I would encourage you to take this lick, learn it on all 12 keys, and come up with some of your own that you can practice. And as you get more fluent with the language, you can stop thinking in terms of licks and just sort of spontaneously improvise through a 2-5-1, and you'll find that some of these little bits of language you've gained along the way start to intersperse themselves in your spontaneous composition. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you consider liking, subscribing, or commenting down below. Thanks.